Alright guys, so I am finally back home. I finally got these guys situated. I put them here in the 40-gallon breeder tank. These guys are just going to be in here temporarily. I'm going to get them medicated. I'm going to be feeding them. I'm just going to see how they're doing. These guys look like they're healthy, but it looks like they've just been abused a little bit. It looks like they've been in a lot of fights where they were previously. Where I got these from is from a Petco. Some Petcos allow you to drop off fish if you can no longer care for them, and that's what happened here. Somebody had these beautiful golden tinfoil barbs and decided he can no longer take care of them, and he did the responsible thing, which would be letting Petco take them off his hands and Petco finding a new home for these guys. And fortunately, I was able to spot these guys immediately, fell in love with them, and I got them. And now I'm going to be taking care of them. I've had these in the past before, and I absolutely love them, but they get big really fast. And unfortunately, mine got too big in a small tank, and I had to get rid of them because they were no longer able to live in a small tank that I had them in. But enough about that. So hopefully you guys like them. We are going to just switch up this whole tank right now. Like right now. And for everybody wondering what this thing is right here, this is a breeding slate. It is used to have your fish lay eggs on, and you might be wondering what was trying to lay eggs in here. I had these two fish that paired up. They laid eggs in my 125-gallon tank. I tried putting them in here for them to lay eggs. I guess they didn't like all the foot traffic. This tank is on the floor for right now. Unfortunately, the tank is where I walk on a daily basis, and I guess they didn't like that. I tried painting the tank black on the sides so they wouldn't see me as much, but it still didn't work, and they got really stressed and they ended up fighting a lot. Now I only have the red one right here, which is currently in the 125-gallon tank, and he was going through some stuff as well, and he is still recovering still to this day, but it looks like he's doing really good. So enough about that. That's what that thing is. Let's get rid of all this ugly substrate in this tank, which I know you guys don't like, and we are going to do this today. We are getting rid of this ugly substrate. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay guys, so before I actually get rid of this substrate, I gotta get these guys moved into a temporary home just for right now. I got this beautiful bucket here that's nice and orange with a bubbler machine, which will provide them a little bit of comfort and a non-anxiety and stress-free small home until I get their new home situated.
You got it? Let's do it.
Alright guys, so I finally got one in there. Now I'm going to turn on my little bubbler machine, and now this is going to make my fish feel right at home until I get their new home situated. Alright, I'm just gonna wait till you guys calm down until I try to get you guys in the bucket, okay? Because I don't want you guys dropping from my hand or anything like that. So I'm just gonna wait till you guys calm down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, so it looks like now you guys are tired. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys in the bucket. There we go. The reason why I did that is because when I got these guys at the store, that's exactly what happened. The person tried to get the fish out and net it out and put it in the bag or in the container really fast, and the fish just decided to just go crazy, just jump everywhere. And they're really slippery, they're hard to get a good grip on, so just wait till they tire out until you put them where they need to go, okay? Alright guys, so I have finally taken out that ugly substrate from out of this fish tank, and I've added some things in here, but it's not ready yet. I'm not putting the fish in just yet. What I'm waiting for right now is I just turned my heater back on. I just plugged it back in because, of course, when you drain the water, I always unplug the heater because that's one mistake that I never want to do again. I don't want to have any heaters exploding on me or doing any sort of damage, so I always unplug it. So I'm just waiting for the water to get back to the temperature that it needs to be okay for my fish. I just want to update you guys really quick on the tadpoles. So I still have my tadpoles if anybody is still wondering about them. I'm still taking care of them. I'm still feeding them. And I just want to show you guys their feeding because I don't think I've shown that here recently. And I know I've gotten some new subscribers, so they probably don't even know that I have tadpoles, but here they are. These specific tadpoles, I think they take a while to turn into frogs. Either that or the conditions aren't good in here, but I think they are. I mean, they seem healthy And also, when I caught these guys, I noticed that there was a bunch of these swimming around in small puddles, and they were actually like 2 or 3 times the size of these guys right here. So I know they take a while for good reason to turn into a frog. So we'll just have to wait and see, guys. It might take 6 months, a year, who knows, but I'm gonna wait it out and see what happens. I'm gonna get at least one of these guys to get to their true form, but for right now, we're gonna go ahead and feed them. I believe there's about like 30 of them, I would say. You can see there's a carcass of a dead shad that's in there that they ate. Of course, I have to cut up the food before they eat it, but these guys, they eat a lot. They have a really big appetite. So let's go ahead and feed these guys. Look at that one right there. He is just tearing that thing up, man. That little guy right there, he is going to be big. Keep it up, little man. Keep it up. Tear that thing up, son. Oh man, look at this guy right here. Let me just focus on him. Come on, camera. Yeah, yeah. Come on, focus, focus. Focus! Alright guys, so hopefully you guys can see that right there. So I just threw the food in there and you can see that one just munching away. They'll usually do this for minutes or hours until the job is done. They will just keep chomping away until the food is gone. That's just what they do. They just eat until the food is gone. So as you can see, they weren't moving earlier, but now since I put the food in there, you know, they're all moving around and they're all very active. So here's the shad that I just cut up into pieces and I gave it to them. What I've learned from these guys just by observing them is that they prefer foods that's really meaty. They love protein rich food, like super rich protein food. Like I've tried putting in bug bites in there and flakes and they might go for that, but they usually will not eat it all. With this right here, I'll leave it in here for about 3 days and it'll all be gone for the most part. You might find like a carcass or something. Believe it or not, these guys, they eat a lot. And I think that's one of their main things is that in order for them to turn into a frog is that they need to eat a lot. Correct me if I'm wrong. By the way, all this brown stuff right here, that's bug bites. I put in bug bites in here like 2 weeks ago and I think I overdid it and I put way too much and they didn't go for it. And surprisingly, they can live in very harsh waters. Like, I don't understand how they've survived in the water conditions that they're in now. I mean, it's not too bad, but I've never given these guys a water change. And I think that's how frogs grow, is they live in shallow and very murky and dirty water conditions. And they're able to do that because they're frogs. There's also a bunch of snails in here. So if you look at these little dots right here, these right here are a bunch of snails. And they're pretty much everywhere. They're so small that my camera can't really capture them. So here they are, just munching away. This is how I take care of them. It's very easy. I don't do any water changes for them. As soon as I feel like they're ready for land, I'm gonna go ahead and drain as much water as I can in here, and I'll be adding some rocks and some other things for them to climb on and things of that nature. As soon as I start seeing legs, which should be pretty soon because that one back there, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, but that one's starting to have legs. That one right there looks like it's starting to have legs, so I mean, they're getting there. Alright guys, so it's been a few hours since I've done the water change, and I do apologize. The water is still cloudy. There's still stuff in the water column right now because as I took out the old substrate, all of that gunk that was hiding in there decided to come out, and now I just gotta wait for the filter to do its job and to clean the water, which is gonna take about 24 hours. So sometime tomorrow my water should be looking very good. But nonetheless, I mean, these fish are still gonna thrive. They're still gonna do pretty good here in the next few months. This is just their temporary home. They are not going to be living in a 40-gallon breeder. The tank is just way too small for them. It's not too small for them right now. Right now, it seems like they're gonna be doing just fine. I'm just going to be medicating them. I'm going to be feeding them. I'm going to make sure that they get all their proteins, beef them up, you know, bring them back to 100%, because if you just take a look at this one right here, you can see that he's a little damaged, not too bad. This one right here is very damaged. He also has a deformity in his mouth. If he turns around, yeah, so if you look at his mouth, you can see that it looks kind of weird. So unfortunately, he was born with a deformity. I can't wait to see this guy eat. I'm very curious to see how he puts food in his mouth and how he swallows it and eats it, because it doesn't seem like that mouth is really too big. So this one right here seems like it's the biggest one out of all three. This one, it has a little bit of bruising on its side right there. It looks like something pushed up against it, against a rock. and just damaged itself right there. But that's very minor. So nothing too crazy is going on with these guys. They just need a little bit of time to be at 100%, and I'll be able to put them in their new home here in the next few months. Obviously, each month they're going to be putting on size, especially with the way that I feed my fish. I always feed, you know, a good amount, and throughout the day I like to give these guys their protein and beef them up and whatnot. So tell me what you guys think of these tinfoil barbs. I really love them. As soon as I saw them, I had to have them, like I said before, and I'm really fortunate and I'm really happy that someone decided to drop them off. Let's see how long I can keep these guys. Let's see how big I can get them. Let's see what I can do with these guys. Hopefully they turn out great. I'm pretty sure they will, because I am a master. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If not, I'm sorry. But hit that like button for me. Smash that sub button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace out.